tomu se to tady neudělá, tyhle, já nechci, aby tam bylo ten cut shop. Tyhle. Tak, jsme takhle. Nevím, jestli si udělám novýho charaktera. Čekat, to jsem chtěl ještě tady. Ještě tady si dám jenom cígo ještě. To tady takhle si jenom na chvilku vypnu. Já si tady tu postavu smažu. Děláme novou. New charakter, ať tam je celý to video. Jo, a tady jsme dostali dopis z Bradavic. Vytvoříme asi nějakou takovou podobnou. Nějaký upravíme. Budu hrát se ženskou. Tak pojď. Necháme tady ten obličej. Chci blond vlasy. Já nemám žádný vlasy. Bez jizvy. Teď ty oči jsou úplně brutální, jej. Ne, černý obočí normálně, boom, jedem.
A few cobwebs and some dust. Nothing to be concerned about.
Necháme to tak. Dáme normálně, jak jsem jí měl pojmenovanou tantu. Viď, čarodějka, anebo... Mák. Budeme. Si ten mikrofon dám dál, snad to bude slyšet.
It appears we are almost ready to depart. It's a pity we didn't have a bit more time to spend on spellcasting. I presume you've been practicing the spells we worked on.
I have, Professor.
Well, I'm quite sure I've never seen anyone take so quickly to a second-hand wand. You'll be a force to be reckoned with when you get your own.
Thank you, Professor Fig. I appreciate you working with me before the term begins.
Co to snímá? Ono to snímají to.
Eleazar! George, glad my rather cryptic description of our location did not thwart your finding us.
I've apparated to more vaguely defined destinations than this. Though I confess I may have miscalculated slightly on my first try. Gave quite the fright to some theatre-goers in the West End.
It's been much too long. When I received your owl, I must say I...
Best not speak here, Eleazar.
Of course. Why don't we speak en route to Hogwarts? We have a start-of-term feast and a sorting ceremony to get to.
Wonderful idea. As long as your young charge here doesn't mind me tagging along.
Not at all, sir.
After you.
Ages since I've been to the castle. Would be good to see the old pile of rocks.
Jdeme.
Caught you before you left for Scotland. Just barely.
And who is your traveling companion?
A new student.
New?
Yes, sir. I'm starting school as a 5th year.
How extraordinary.
It is indeed. None of the faculty has ever heard of anyone being admitted to Hogwarts so late.
Nor have I.
Of course, as the other 5th years will have been honing their magical skills for 4 years now, the headmaster asked if I could get our new student up to speed a bit before the term begins.
Well, you couldn't have asked for a better mentor. Professor Fig is not only an exceptional teacher, he's also a remarkably intuitive and gifted wizard.
Mr. Osric is prone to flattery. I dare say it's one of the reasons he's risen so far at the Ministry.
Have you seen this?
I have. Opinions differ as to how great a threat Ranrock really is.
Although I've yet to convince my colleagues at the Ministry, I believe he
No, nie
is
stamy
a
ci, no.
significant threat. And it was your wife, Eleazar, who alerted me to his activities months ago.
Miriam? How?
She wrote to me about Ranrock before she died, wondering what the Ministry knew about his activities. Before I could respond, I received this. It was the last thing she sent me, Eleazar. It came to me via her owl, but with no correspondence. I can only assume
That she had to get rid of it quickly. To keep it safe.
presumably from Ranrock. I cannot open it. Whatever magic protects this is powerful indeed.
It looks like goblin metal. That symbol.
Vyrobieno v Číně.
I don't see a glow.
Nor do I.
A u mě to svítí.
Merlin's beard. How did you...
Wait! We do.
Akce začíná.
Hang on!
A už jsme viděli někoho umřít, takže už je vidíme. Já nevím, jestli budu muset něco mačkat, nevím.
The key! Give me your hand!
Tak dobrý. Takže nemusíme nic mačkat, takže bomba.
Are you all right? You're hurt.
Perhaps a bit.
Take this.
Dave.
It's Wiggenweld potion. That stuff will right you in a second.
Dělej, dej si zelený pramen. A jdeme na to.
What happened?
Poor George. I can't believe he... What the hell got into that damn thing? Attacking a carriage mid-air? A typical dragon would never...
Professor? Sir, where are we?
I'm not sure. But that key you discovered was clearly a port key.
Port key?
An item enchanted to bring whoever touches it to a specific place.
I'm feeling better, sir. If you'd like to look around a bit.
I would. But stay close. We've no idea who created this port key. Or why.
Jdeme. Vytáhni hulku.
How far did that port key take us?
Farther from London than the carriage traveled. We're somewhere in the Scottish Highlands.
Sir, those ruins. Do you
The
think...
portkey was meant to lead us there? I do. This has not been the day either of us expected. But Miriam sent that portkey to George for a reason. And I believe that she, and now George, died in pursuit of whatever it was meant to lead to. If you're sure you're all right, and wouldn't mind indulging me, I'd like to have a look around.
Absolutely, sir.
Good.
Good.
Let's see if we can find a
Jdeme.
path, however faded it may be.
Můžu vytáhnout hulku? Já chci hulku.
Mind your step.
Můžu čarovat? Jak se čaruje? Avada kedavra, na tebe. Ne? Tak nic. Už jdu.
Where do you suppose your wife got the portkey that brought us here?
A good question. Miriam spent years searching for evidence of a long-forgotten form of ancient magic.
Ancient magic?
Yes. A powerful magic wielded by a rare few that seems to have been lost to time. Hogwarts Castle was built by, and is itself a stronghold of that ancient magic. I don't know where she came into possession of the portkey, but I am certain it was to do with that search. Ah, there's the path down below. This way.
But sir, why was your wife searching for evidence of lost magic?
Miriam wanted to understand why such powerful magic disappeared from the wizarding world. Spoke of the good it could do. But magic is no different than any power. What really matters is the one who wields it.
Co mám udělat tady?
Is that ice?
It's not cold enough here. It appears to be a sort of enchantment. Someone wanted to block this path. Let's see some of that wand work you were practicing.
Chci čarovat.
Focus on the center.
Bomba, hustý. Rozbil jsem svoje první zrcadlo, to je smůla 7 let. A teď už tam budeme mít nějaký ty chuje.
That was a bit rougher than I expected.
Na, Avada kedavra to.
Your work's improving with every card.
Na.
Thank you, sir.
Dobrý. Tady nic nahoře není. Hop, hop.
Ah, up there.
On nemá dvojitý, má. Double jump. Já vám to tady uklidím, jestli vyčarovat. Budu jak Voldemort. Hele. Jsme dostali 53 korun, jo. Počkej, já si tady možná takhle si jenom trošku zvýším citlivost, dobrý. Tam mám mušku.
We're close now. It's just ahead. Steady yourself.
Reparo!
Reparo!
To říkám, ty vole.
Almost there.
Why would someone have built this here?
I suspect they valued their privacy. That portkey let us here for a reason. Let's have a look around for anything that seems out of place.
Tady ještě. Co? minimapa.
Professor, this statue.
This may have been his home.
To asi nic nepadá, ty vole.
That enchanted crystallized stone again. But what could it be blocking? What's this? Professor Fig!
To je Gringotovic banka.
How odd. Why would someone have conjured that enchanted stone here?
And how is there a room behind it?
What room? I don't see anything.
There's that glow again, like the glow on the portkey container.
What in Merlin's name?
Vězná brána se zavřela.
Godric's heart.
Ne?
Where are we?
Aha.
I don't believe it.
Chrápe, vole.
Hello?
It can't be. Just a moment. Ooh. Where are we here? Welcome to Gringotts Wizarding Bank. Vault number 12, I presume. Precisely. The key?
Klíč. Máme.
Your wife's portkey.
Nebo ne,
Oh,
my jsme vlastně...
yes, of course.
Jo, vlastně on ho chytl vlastně za letu.
This way, then. Stay close. After you.
Až po vás.
Keep your hands inside the car.
Si pamatuju v tom Harry Potterovi, v tom prvním díle, ne? Jak jsem musel zatáčet.
How many vaults are there in Gringotts?
Hundreds. In fact, you'll see quite a few on our way to vault number 12. As we speak, we're just beneath the main lobby. The vaults you see now are the newest.
Are private entrances to the bank common at Gringotts?
They are most uncommon. Only one with great wealth or power, or both, could have arranged for such a service. You'll want to take a breath.
A what? That waterfall washes away all enchantments. It's a security measure.
Experienced the thief's downfall before, have you?
Heard of it?
These are the lower vaults that we're passing now.
How deep are we going?
Vault number 12 was commissioned shortly after Gringotts was founded over 4 centuries ago. It resides in the deepest part of the bank. Settle in. We've quite a distance to go.
Vault number?
Vault 12. Momentous day.
On your way.
armband the guard was wearing was glowing.
Like the glow you saw on the portkey container?
No, darker. I saw that same glow on the dragon's collar.
Yeah, what was that? We were just wondering about that goblin back there.
He watches over the oldest section of the bank. Rare anyone goes there anymore. Here we are.
When was the last time this vault was accessed?
A goblin has been stationed at my desk for hundreds of years.
Ale jak to, že tady jdou kouzla, už by popravdě neměli jít. Oni to měli zablokovaný, ne? Nějak myslím, ale tady něco je. Hej, ale tam byla truhla.
Vault 12.
Thank you for your help.
Jo, aha, dobrý, já myslel, že už.
What do you suppose we should be looking for?
I'm not sure. Sir, I wonder if you
The
might...
instructions for Vault 12 indicate that I am to grant access to the holder of the key and then close the door.
Wait.
Best of luck.
Professor?
That was certainly unexpected.
Tamhle se dostaneme.
Let me think.
Tamhle jsou dveře, já je vidím, ty nevidíš?
Revelio, perhaps?
Revelio?
Yes,
Revelio.
a revealing charm. No time like the present. Let's see what we're missing, shall we? Ready your wand and focus.
What the hell?
Revelio. There, I saw something.
Move a bit closer
Tak,
and try again.
to je docela masakr, ty kouzla tady, tyhle.
A door.
Wow.
Well, that's a start. There's that symbol again. I don't suppose you see a way to...
I do, Professor. That symbol has the same glow as the one I saw in the portkey container.
If what you can see reveals the way forward, then I dare say we are about to discover the secret of this vault. Lead the way.
Lead the way. No a otevři to, nebo proč to... Tak.
Lumos! This is no ordinary vault.
Můžu taky
I
použít
suspect we will
Lumos?
need to earn our way out of here.
Jak
What do you
použiju?
mean, earn our way out?
It's taky
Do you think
Lumos!
this is some sort of test?
I do. But to what end, I can't say. Stay close. There will be no disapparating if things go poorly. Not out of Gringotts.
Chci taky Lumos. Jak použiju Lumos? Ne. L jako... Ne, co to je? L, aha. Má asi na piču hůlku.
I see something up ahead.
What is it?
That glow again, but on the floor. Revelio.
Lumos! What happened?
When I moved towards the glow, it suddenly seemed as if the ground was swirling about.
Are you all right?
Yes, sir, I'm fine.
You seem to have caused the floor to change.
That statue.
What statue?
Pod ledem?
I see some sort of statue, but only as a reflection in the floor. Revelio.
I presume this is what you saw reflected in the floor.
It is. The reflection's still there, but the statue's positions don't match. Wait. When you moved, the reflection turned in the direction of the light.
Perhaps you should cast Lumos.
Hustý. Už jsem se naučil Lumos. Tab na Lumos. Ale proč mi to tady nejde? Hej. Neříkej, že to ještě nějak budu muset nastavovat. Ty vole, to si děláš prdel. Hej. Jak to udělám? Ne. Hej, můžeš to rozsvítit. Tyhle, proč mi to nechce rozsvítit, hej. To si děláš ze mě prdel. Počkat. Ono nejde ani Elko. No jo, ale já potřebuji nějak se dostat do toho. Jenže tam se taky nedostanu. Jak to udělám? Ne. Já to neudělám prostě. Když zmačknu jedničku, tak mi to... Jak to udělám? Hej, to si dělám s ním, já potřebuji... Jsem nechtěl s ním jako obrazovky, ty vole. Hej, já potřebuji... Já počarovat můžu, ale nepoužiju tu jedničku, protože to tam nemám... Nejde to. A nejlepší je, že mě nejde prostě ani do nastavení jako pauza nebo tak něco. Tady to mi jde, všechno mi jde, ale prostě... Když to udělám to... Tady ty by jako šly, ale proč nejde ta jednička? Nejde někdo? Proč? Ne, jak? Nevím, nejde to. To jsem nechtěl. Ty vole. Nevím. Nejde to prostě. Já to budu muset vypnout a zapnout. A znova. Ty vole. Jestli v nastavení právě to tam nějak pozměnit. Můžu si zapnout. Tady ty shadery, tyhle, to je... Ale aspoň, že to jde rychlejš. To vidím na cígo zatím. Se tady jenom vypnu kameru. To je... Ale nejlepší prdel je, že se tam ani nemohl uložit, hej. Doufám, že to tak bude, hej. Ty vole, jestli to zase budu muset dělat od začátku. Ne, ty vole. To takhle se mohl běžet poprvé. Settings. Co to dělá teď? Ale já nechci gamepad. Tady. No ale proč to nešlo? klidně takhle, no. Jestli to půjde. Vidíme.
Lumos! This is no ordinary vault. I suspect we will need to earn our way out of here.
What do you mean, earn our way out? Do you think this is some sort of test?
I do. But to what end, I can't say. Stay close. There will be no disapparating if things go poorly. Not out of Gringotts.
I see something up ahead.
What is it?
That glow again, but on the floor. Revelio.
Lumos! What happened?
When I moved towards the glow, it suddenly seemed as if the ground was swirling about.
Are you all right?
Yes, sir, I'm fine.
You seem to have caused the floor to change.
That statue.
What statue?
I see some sort of statue, but only as a reflection in the floor. Revelio.
I presume this is what you saw reflected in the floor.
It is. The reflection's still there, but the statue's positions don't match. Wait. When you moved, the reflection turned in the direction of the light.
Perhaps you should cast Lumos.
No, tak jsme se naučili.
Lumos.
Well done.
Now the reflection is turning towards me. It does follow the light.
Ale proč tam napsalo toto, to nevím.
Look out!
Potato.
Tyhle quick time eventy třeba.
Dissecto! Levioso! Deposo! Expulso! Deposo! Levioso! Dissecto! Levioso! Potato! Expulso! Deposo!
Já nevím, čím se udívá. Čím se udívá, ty vodo? Ej, oni mě zabijou. No jo. Mě zabil. To si děláš prděl. Jo, aha. To je jakoby odrážení. Jo, teď. Hej! Jo, to já tam musím jako zvládnout odrazit, jo? Aha. Ale mě tam ten nápis sere.
Professor? Professor Fig? Professor, where are you? This isn't good. Lumos.
Čekat. A jak to mám jako to, ty vole, já tam nechci ty nápisy posraný, ty vole. Ne. Tady to. Ale... Jedna, dva, tři. No ale jo. A když dám tady? To je ale na nic jako. Já to potřebuji tady to. A on to napíše nějak na mu. Bude to tam furt. Já nevím, proč tam je. Když ono to potom nejde jako to. Tady je, no, spíl set, 1, 2, 3, 4, ale jako já potřebuju. Jo, teď to zase nepůjde. To zase nejde. můžeš tady dělat, vole. Nevím.
Lumos. Where am I supposed to go?
Snad to teď snad nebude.
What's happening? The wisps of magic seem to be leading me somewhere. Oh, that's where they're leading me. That glow again.
Ne, další. Ty vole, na to...
Revelio. I suppose I'm on my own this time.
A teď to budu dělat... Hele, počkej, můžu tamhle?
Lumos. To align these statues with their reflections. It seems I have no choice. I'm going to have to fight my way out of here.
Protego Kve, no já vím, no. Do prdele. Jo, ono to má jak Spider-Man. Dobrý, nice. Profesore, kde jste? To je to zrcadlo, co stálo Siriuse Blacka. To je to zrcadlo.
There you are. How did you...
On se byl asi vysrat, nebo já nevím, jako...
What is
Kom na tě nejvyšší
I
potřeby.
don't know. But I found this floating above that basin.
That is no mere basin. That is a pensive for viewing memories.
To je to?
I wonder.
Jo, tam potopí tu hlavu a uvidí to, ty myšlenky nebo vzpomínky.
Follow my lead.
To není brumbal tady to.
All is in place.
The portkey is well hidden.
Perhaps too well. I wonder if the path we've created...
May be impossible to follow. It will only be impossible for one who cannot see traces of ancient magic as I can.
Your ability to see what others cannot will not be enough, Percival. We are entrusting the one who embarks on this path with powerful secrets, with knowledge others will do anything to obtain.
Yes, and if we are correct, Charles, the witch or wizard who completes the trials will have proven themselves worthy of that knowledge, and the responsibility that accompanies it.
We've done all that we can.
That's what you're seeing.
Že to nesmělo make-up, hej.
That surrounded them.
Yes, sir.
Astonishing.
Can I see magic?
Traces of an ancient magic, to be precise. The magic that Miriam had always believed existed, but could never. Miriam, and perhaps George, died in pursuit of knowledge that has been dormant for centuries. And you, it seems, are the key to understanding why. We were...
It all looks rather different than it did a moment ago.
Someone's coming.
Who were they?
Už
I
jdou.
don't know. But,
Skřetí.
sir, you shouldn't be in here.
To je gang, ty vole.
I was right. Ranrock.
Seems my reputation precedes me. I was beginning to think no one was ever going to visit Rackham's Vault.
Ranrock.
And
To
why
je Ranrock je malý a Ragnarok je velký.
No need for that. Just give me whatever it is you found here and we can let bygones be bygones.
Sir, they have the key to the vault.
Choose your next words wisely.
I only meant that the instructions to Vault 12 were quite clear. Sir, I must insist. I was to grant access only to one with the key, and you didn't have it.
I have no patience for traitors. Now, where were we?
I'm not giving you anything.
Well, perhaps your young friend here will be more helpful.
Ty vole, skřet, ale ty vole. To je ten Thorova-strážce, ty vole, ten blbinec, ty vole.
No way out.
Are you all right?
Fine, sir.
I've never seen so powerful a goblin. He seemed wholly unaffected by my magic.
Where are we?
It can't be. It seems those who set up the pensive, the locket, and the path to both wanted someone with your ability to end up here.
Bradavice? Jsou tam bradavice?
We have a sorting ceremony to get to.
Ho, ho, ho. Bomba. Úplně boží tady to, tyhle. Úplně nostalgie, to je úplně ta hudba, ty vole. Až mě normálně zamrazilo v zádech, ty, jak se tam objevily ty bradavice, ty. Ty, to je úplně bomba.
Oh, good. We haven't missed the sorting ceremony. I'm no expert, but that seems more appropriate. Now, I need to study this locket as soon as I can, but first I must contact the Ministry. They need to know what happened to George and the Lord of Ranrock. For the moment, I ask that you keep all that's happened this evening between you and me.
Of course, sir.
Thank you. Ready for the sorting ceremony?
Tak schválně kam mě dají. Asi no to je jasně, že asi do toho ne, tyhle. Určitě do Nebelvíru.
Phineas, Nigellus.
Až ty dozbiju zalu.
Prepare yourself to meet the headmaster.
Fig, nice of you to join us. The sorting ceremony's over.
There were complications.
Complications?
It seems the goblin problem has...
Goblins. I've no time for rumors, Fig, and I'm rapidly losing whatever patience I had left. If you're lucky, we might still be able to get you sorted this evening.
I'll be in touch.
Wow. Kam tě pošlu? To je Harry, to je Harry. Harry Potter, Harry. Je to Harry.
Professor Weasley, we've one more to be sorted.
Welcome. You're just in time. Have a seat.
Tak Ginny v roce 2050 nebo co? Moc velkou hlavu máš, kam tě asi pošlu.
It's a bit older than the others,
Půjdeš
aren't
do
you?
Teska.
You come here with preferences and preconceptions. Certain expectations.
I'm looking forward to meeting my professors and learning all I can at Hogwarts.
Indeed. Hogwarts has much to offer a dedicated student. And what you learn in class will prepare you for challenges outside the classroom as well. I wonder... I detect something in you. A certain sense of...
Gryffindor!
What is it?
Počkej, on tě pošle podle toho tam, jak ty odpovídáš, jo? Loyalita.
A sense of loyalty? I believe myself to be a true friend. I know I value that trait in others.
You do not give up easily, do you? You're undaunted by challenges that lie ahead. And your loyalty to a friend delayed your arrival here this evening. Perhaps you belong in Hufflepuff.
Nechci do toho Ne? Já chci... Nevím, jestli mám jít do Nebelvíru, anebo jestli mám jít do Zmizelu. Dáme normálně.
I detect a growing sense of ambition, an eagerness for power.
Já chci být to ve Zmizelu.
You belong in Slytherin.
Zmizel. Nechci hrát za Nebelvír, tam je každej, ty vole. Ho, dej mi zelený kabátek.
Oh, and one more thing. Due to the unfortunate injury on the pitch in last spring's final, this year's Quidditch season has been cancelled. Enough! It's not as though I've banned flying altogether, but don't tempt me. You are here to focus on your academic futures. I'm sure you will have plenty to do before classes begin tomorrow. I said, I'm sure you all have plenty to do before classes begin tomorrow.
A teď vypadněte všichni do svých těch ložnic.
Quite an entrance. It's lovely to meet you. I'm...
Professor Weasley, would you be so kind as to show our new student to their common room?
I shall see to it, sir.
Protože já budu nástupce Voldemorta.
I'm Professor Weasley. Pleased to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well, Professor.
As Deputy Headmistress, it is my distinct honor to show you to your common room. Right this way. It's quite uncommon for a student to begin as a fifth year. It may be a bit of a challenge, but one I'm sure you're up for.
I can be quite resourceful.
I suspected as much. This is the entrance to the Slytherin common room. In order to enter, one must simply speak the correct password. Aspiration.
Aspiration.
Very well.
Aspiration.
Aspiration.
Ho! Ten had je hustý.
Well done. Now, go on in and get some sleep. You have a big day ahead of you tomorrow. I shall be back in the morning to collect you for your first class.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
You're welcome. I hope you enjoy your first night at Hogwarts. Sleep well.
Looks like everyone's gone. Better head to the common room. I suppose some introductions are in order.
tady stejně ani nemůžu používat.
Lumos.
To neumíš, viď?
Can I help you? Ah, you're the new 5th year. I'm Sebastian Sallow. Welcome to Slytherin.
Thank you.
Not everyone has a ministry escort to school.
He was a friend of Professor Fig's who merely joined us for the ride.
Still, impressive. Dreadful way to go, poor fellow. Glad you and Fig are all right.
Professor Fig and I were lucky to escape with our lives.
Indeed. And how did you escape?
It's all still a bit of a blur, to be honest.
Didn't mean to press. You just get yourself settled. We can talk more later.
What book were you reading?
A spell book I picked up. Has a few interesting things, but not exactly what I was looking for. I'm sure you'll find out soon enough. But not every spell you may need can be found in our assigned textbooks.
Are you saying some spells aren't taught at Hogwarts? Which ones?
Seems I may have met a kindred spirit. That is a conversation for another time. It was good meeting you. Good luck today.
Good luck today, Nick.
I hope I'm wealthy enough one day to buy every broom model in Finwich.
Might want to think that again. Ugh, not going to move there, are you?
Here, watch this.
Don't say I didn't warn you. Checkmate.
Told you.
Told you.
They should have listened to me. Ah, I know who you are. You're the new Slytherin, the one who barged in with Professor Fig last night. Interesting tactic on your first day, taking all the attention away from the first years. I'm Imelda, by the way. Shame I wasn't with you in Fig. I could have lured that dragon away. My skills on a broom are legendary.
Perhaps Professor Fig's friend would have survived if we'd had your help.
Precisely. Perhaps one of these days I'll show you a thing or two about flying. I can teach you more than Kogawa ever could. Speaking of which, I'd like to get in some time on my broom before classes.
Are you a keen Wizard chess fan? You knew that boy was going to lose the match.
Not really. Much too sedate a pastime for me. Also, it's simply not that challenging. The moves are always so obvious. Why does no one else see it?
Do you have a lot of time to fly during school?
I make the time. There's nothing like swerving through the spires of the castle and around the Quidditch pitch to clear the mind.
Goodbye, Imelda.
Nice meeting you.
Tak čus. Ještě tady s tím.
I think I
Má
heard one.
oči jak mrtvola tady ten, ty vole.
Doubt mermaids find us that interesting. Ah, based on all the chatter when you entered the common room, I'm guessing you're the new 5th year. I'm Ominous. Ominous Gaunt.
Nice to meet you, Ominous.
Well, you certainly had a memorable arrival.
Ne, on je fakt slepý. Asi.
I'd much rather have arrived on time and without a dragon attack en route.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
How horrible. I can only imagine. Well, it's good to have you in Slytherin. Do let me know if I can be of any help as you navigate your first days here.
Were you expecting to be sorted into Slytherin?
Most certainly. My family on my father's side are direct descendants of Salazar Slytherin, one of the 4 founders of Hogwarts. Not something I'm especially proud of, mind you. He was obsessed with blood status, a pure-blood maniac. Unfortunately, most of his descendants do not fall far from that tree.
Did that student say he thought he heard a mermaid?
Yes, but I've never heard of a mermaid showing up outside our common room window. It is fun to play along, though. Been known to keep some first years on the lookout for hours.
Ah, nice to meet you.
Thank you, Ominous. Very nice to meet you.
Pleasure was all mine. Don't be a stranger.
Is the new 5th year Slytherin in here? Professor Weasley's waiting for you just by the stairs.
To je... What the? Tady to jabko, ty vole. Můžu se tam podívat? Nemůžu? Tak dobrý. Ty vole, hej, tak ta se rozjela, hej. Dobrý den, paní profesorko.
Good morning. I trust you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts?
I've been dreaming of this day for a long time. Can't believe I'm here.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a fifth year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
OWLs? Owls?
Yes, you're
Sova. Potřebujeme sovu, nemáme sovu, která nám bude nosit poštu.
You can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your
potřebujeme
success.
sovičku. To bychom měli jít do toho, ne?
Here you are.
Co to je? To jsou všechny znalosti lidstva.
What is it? It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a fifth year. You would be wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally valuable resource.
Kam to strčila, hej, prostě.
Thank you, Professor, but what do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and we shall put it to the test. This way.
Wish I'd brought pet owls.
I certainly would have appreciated something like the field guide when I was a student.
Můžu to
Using
zapálit?
the guide will also train you to be alert to your surroundings.
Nemůžu to zapálit nějak? Neumím. Jo, já mám za tou profesorkou, teď zase budeme.
The guide will give you opportunities to practice your magic and educate yourself about wizarding lore. Do keep up. Why don't you cast Revelio on that statue and see what details the field guide can provide?
Co mám jako udělat?
Revelio.
Počkej, proč mi to lítá tam? Jo. To je lítání. No dobrý, ale já nechci brýle, na co mi budou brýle, vole?
Clever, isn't it? Keep your eyes open for more
Mně se
opportunities
nelíbí, jak mě sleduje ta truhla.
inside and outside of the castle.
Když dám, jo, tady mám to.
Lumos.
Někdy nedojde baterka. To by měli taky vynalézt. Ale blbý je, že neřekne Nox, když to zasíná.
Good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use flue flames to get around a bit quicker. Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall.
Jo, u toho už to, jo. Aha. Jo, to se můžu jako to, jo. Kam se mám jako dostat? Jo, to se můžu takhle sportovat. Tady. A je to rychlý. Co? Není? Je? Není. Jsem si myslel, že to bude jak ve Spider-Manovi.
And here we are. Quite the time saver. These stairs lead directly to Central Hall. You can get almost anywhere in the castle quickly from Central Hall.
Tamhle ty stránky budu muset dostávat.
Always something happening here. It's the heart of the hive. Our King's Cross station, so to speak. That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today. And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
Thank you, Professor.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
We did take a bit of a detour on the way here. Ended up exploring some ruins and... I shouldn't say more.
Exploring ruins? Well, I presume Professor Fig has his reasons for keeping the details to himself for now. Speak of the devil, Professor Fig. Your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
Ah, I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Of course.
Thank you.
Of course.
Good luck today. And remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you. And invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today, before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you and Professor Weasley talking about exploring ruins?
Yes, sir. But I didn't tell her anything else about our travels here. I will say, I think she suspects we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well-trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, And so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look.
Dobrý, ale už se vykecejte. Tak. Levioso. Jo, já se chci jít naučit Leviosa.
The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful.
Wingardium
Thank
Leviosa.
you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
Jak to otevřela?
Is that all you've got?
Levioso!
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces in your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Levioso. Ty vole. Už umíme Leviosa.
Leviosa.
Now, let's try something a little larger.
Ona jak na nic nespěchá, prostě no.
Let us begin with the basic cast. See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember, a surprised opponent is a weak opponent, as Master Pruitt so artfully helped me demonstrate. Now, the basic cast. Well done.
No, zvedneš a střílíš.
Very good. But the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair
so boy.
Levioso,
Nice.
basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
This should be easy.
You're good.
How perceptive. Thank you. This can't be your first duel.
Let's just say I'm a quick learner.
How's the view?
Rather good at this, aren't you? Take it. Super fun. Levioso.
Only cold has to leap for this adept.
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Slytherin.
Thank you, Professor Hecat. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things
Ale já
from
si
you.
to odrážení
I
asi přebinduju
demand excellence from my
na
students.
myš. To bude
They
lepší.
are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments. All right. That's enough spectacle for one day. Class...
Ale já jsem chtěl to. Ale že tam prostě save game. Ale já jsem tam prostě ale ani nemůžeš vybrat to jazyk. Volk. Kvečko. Ne. Počkej, to je Mount. Sprint. Walk. No a to je to, ale my potřebujeme Protego. Jo. A když to tady dám sem, to by to možná mohlo jít, ne? Říkáš?
Protego!
Jo. Je to lepší takhle na myši, než... Ale ještě jsem chtěl to... Tam vůbec nikde není... Já se na něco zkusím podívat. Moment. Čekat. Máte někde? Tady se něco. Nevím. Jak zjistím, jaká to je to verze? Tady by to někde mělo být, ne? To já nevím. Čekej, tady by někde měl být nejnovější, ne? Nebo? Poslední verze češtin. Jo, tady to moment. Jo, tady si oblíkáme ty rukavice a tak. Můžeme dát rukavice. Brýle, nechceme nějaký klobouk? Ne, nechceme. Šálu. Můžeme mít šálu. To je šílený. Nepotřebujeme šálu. Nějaký novej, ten? Jo, to může vylepšovat, jo? Nebo? Počkat. To jsem ale nechtěl. Dám save. Moment. Aha. Kde to zase je, ty vole? Musí být. No ale jako... A už to tam je. Bomba. Varování, jo, tak tady to si už počkám. Budeme to hrát v češtině, to bude lepší. WC. Šupa, dej mi to s češtinou. Aspoň všichni všemu budou rozumět. Pokračovat, no tak. Revelio, zřetelně zvýrazní blízké nepřátelé.
All right.
Dobrá,
that's enough spectacle for one day. Class is dismissed.
Třída rozpuštěná, jo, dobrý, no.
You drilled Sebastian. He's strong competition. Well done.
Nice work.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice? Felt more like I was dueling an expert. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, Perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
In fact, it was. Perhaps I have a knack for it.
Be coy if you like, but I know better. Magic requires intention and talent. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
Exclusive and unsanctioned. Count me in.
Excellent. Knew I was right about you. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then.
Poruší pravidla, budeme rušit pravidla.
Club, or sneaking into the restricted section of the library. You just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting.
To je blbý, že oni nerozeznají vlastně
Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned. We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck or actual skill.
Yes,
look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance. If you're interested. Till next time.
Jdi na hodinu kousel. Jaká to kouzla asi budou? Proč mi to teď tam dropuje tak málo FPS, hej? A tak dobrý, hej. Možná jenom jako tady v těch bradavicích, no tak... Čus, more.
Professor Ronan tends to go on a bit. We sometimes have to remind them to finish the lesson.
Here, behind you. There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin? Welcome to year 5 of charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work. But I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm? Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
Accio.
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me!
Jdeme hrabat listin na školní zahradu.
I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree, hmm? So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right? So why don't we have our newest student start us off? Hmm?
Co mám jako dělat jako teď tady jako?
Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres and relinquish your charm at the... Splendid! Now, think of this like gobstones, if you will. But instead of throwing the marbles out, you are summoning them toward. Excellent control there. That's it! Very good! Points to Slytherin. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up. You'll be the blues, just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Let us see this. There we go. Accio.
Very good.
Watch this.
Do prdele. To bylo zbrci. To si děláš prdel, ne?
That is how it's done.
Splendid!
Nevadí. To byl kousek.
Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
Here we go! There we go.
Do prdele!
Stay focused.
Nevadí. What the fuck? to posere, poser to. Čekaj, když tady to...
Not exactly your typical lesson, is it? Not that I mind.
Pít, ty vole, hej. Já jsem mohl odrazit. Teď jsem to posral, ty vole.
Very good, both of you. Well done.
Dobrá práce, já vím, že jo. Já jsem chtěl to, do těch jejich míčů, aby jí to sebralo body. A už vím, no. Nevadí.
Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
No tak, nechal jsem dát kámošku.
You took the loss in stride. Didn't want to go too easy on you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
That's good to hear. It's a lot to take in all at once.
To put it lightly, I remember how I felt when I first arrived. I transferred here from Wagadu just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
Yes, Uganda. Jak velký je Ugandou?
Is Wagadu much bigger than Hogwarts?
Je trošku jako...
Wagadu School of Magic is the largest wizarding school in the world. So yes, bigger than Hogwarts. But it never seemed intimidating or overwhelming to me. It always felt like home.
Is Wagadu a castle like Hogwarts?
Its address is Mountains of the Moon. It is not so much a castle as a beautiful edifice carved out of the mountainside. I remember the first time I saw it, the mist was so thick I could hardly make out anything at all. And then it just materialized before me, this enormous school that seemed to be floating in midair.
It's nice to learn about another wizarding school.
Thank you for asking. I do miss Wagadu, but I am glad to be here at Hogwarts. Ah, I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
Of course, you can use
a word, if you would.
If you're so
You wanted
inclined.
to speak with me, Professor?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation?
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? Miss Onai is a talented witch. Take it in stride. One often gains the most from the battles one has lost.
Of course, Professor. It was a challenging match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
Dobrý. Ale tady je bedna.
Hello there. You're the new student, aren't you?
Ne.
Rebellion.
And then the werewolves joined the goblins in the uprising.
Werewolves, where were you? In the Goblin Rebellion of 1752.
And by the end of it, the Minister for Magic was Albert Boot.
No, it wasn't.
Oh, what fun! I won't say my goodbyes. I shall cheer for the boy who says you're telling lies.
I'm not telling lies, Peeves. It was Albert Boot.
No, it wasn't. It was Basil Flack.
Ooh, fine, fine. It's a bold attack. Was the Minister a Boot or the Minister a Flack?
Žádný achievement, tohle kočku.
In trouble you will be, but you can't give Peeves a smack. She says it's a Boot and he says it's a Flack.
Peeves, enough. You'll get.
Ale a tady ještě... Co tady to za... přeměňování. Můžu se potom přeměňovat. On to nic neudělá, to je dobrý. Spider-Man! Nevím, proč taky dobrá věc nemohli postavit výtah, hej. Já myslím, že je mrtvá. Že by bazilišek... Tady se mi to trošku seká, no.
Revelio.
My aunt was Pack's wife, so all in all, I'd say I'm well fed. Do you ever wish you could ride a hippogriff? I've ridden one, of course.
Lítací kočka. Dobrý. A tady nic není, jako ne? To bude někde pod zemí?
What about the room, Professor?
To je doupí, ještě s vlasama.
Perhaps you could help.
Oh, excuse, Deke.
Ah, there you are. I trust your first classes went well?
They did, Professor.
I heard as much from Professors Hecat and Ronan. Seems Professor Fig taught you quite a bit during your brief detour near... what was it you said? Some ruins? I'd wager there's a good deal more to your travels here than what you've told me. Isn't there?
Have you and Professor Fig not discussed my training?
He continues to be reticent about the details, mentioning only a few spells. Revelio, was it? And Lumos?
That's correct, Professor.
I see. Like trying to get a sonnet from a streeler. Regardless, you must continue to build upon what you've learned. In that regard, I've asked your professors to help hasten your progress with some extra assignments.
Professor Ronan did mention something about that.
In fact, Professor Ronan will meet you outside momentarily to assign your first one. Now, regarding the trip to Hogwarts I mentioned earlier, we've arranged to replace the supplies lost on your way here, including seeds, potion recipes, and spellcrafts.
Thank you, Professor.
And Mr. Ollivander will connect you with the perfect wand.
Jo, dostaneme svoji dokonalou hůlku a teda nás bude poslouchat.
You'll find the magic you cast with your own wand to be far superior.
I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade.
Very well. I'd like you to make your first visit to the village with a classmate. Help you get your bearings. Perhaps Sebastian Sallow or Natsai Onai. I've noticed you spending time with them.
I'd like to go with Natty.
Excellent choice. Miss Onai is one of our most talented students. And she knows the area. She'll keep you well clear of any of Victor Rookwood's undesirables en route.
Rookwood?
A rather unsavory local. Best to avoid him and his associates, including his right hand of sorts, Theophilus Harlow, if you can. Once you've finished Professor Ronan's assignment, your friend will meet you at the castle doors. No time to waste. The sooner you complete your work, the sooner you can enjoy a butterbeer at the Three Broomsticks.
Jo, jdeme na maslový ležák. Jdem se užrat. Tak proto jsem nevyhrál ty koule, protože já mám hůlku, která mi nepatří. Kde? Teď jo? Já mám hůlku, která mi nepatří totiž.
How can one not fancy Professor Garlick? She's brilliant with plants and her energy is captivating.
Bude někde asi podzemí, tam.
Ah, there you are.
You have a new spell to teach me, Professor?
Indeed I do, and an exceedingly useful one at that. The mending charm
Reparo.
Fixes things right up, makes a broken object good as new in the blink of an eye.
It seems as if that might come in handy.
More frequently than one would imagine. As Professor Weasley mentioned, I am not the only one who will be teaching you spells outside of class in an effort to catch you up with your peers. A number of your professors have agreed to do so as well, but first, each shall ask that you complete a few preliminary tasks to hone your magic. I have arranged some for today. See them through and then report back to me. We will have you casting Reparo in no time.
I'll start on the task right away, Professor. This is the right area. I wonder where the flying page is.
Počkej, ale jako... Já si to možná trošku stáhnu, protože tyhle si myslím, že se to tady seká, tyhle na tom nádvoří, tyhle jak svině. A to se divím. To mě štve. Ukaž střední. Kolik to bude teď? Když to je takový divný, jo, teď.
Got it.
No, tak to je zase jedno, ne?
Flying page must be around here somewhere. Brilliant.
I trust the preliminary tasks weren't too much.
I completed the assignments, Professor.
Marvelous. You clearly know your way around basic charms. Let us give the old mending charm a try then, shall we? Remember to be deliberate in your enunciation and movements. I want to see some vigor. Now, wand at the ready.
Yes, sir.
Remember, your wand is a conduit of your magic.
A já tomu na kvalitu asi dám vyvážený, aby to bylo čekat. Jo, ryba.
That's it. Very good.
Čekat tady, nastavení. Čekám na vyvážené. To by možno mohl. To by možná mohlo být, ne? To vypadá divně. To vyvážený, ne? Tím máznutí, ty vole.
Repairer.
Nicely done. Works like a charm, doesn't it?
Vyvážené ví. Když dám auto. To docela ujde. Vidíš? A to je všechno? Jdeme si prohulku. Vidíš? To je divný, ty vole, nemůžu to... To je... Tak jsem tam, se mi to také někde bude trošku přisekávat, no ale... Furt je to hezčí, ty vole, než to, no. Ahoj. Ale furt je to hezčí, tu na to. Pojďme si prohulku.
Hello, looking for me?
Natty, I hope I haven't kept you waiting long.
Not at all. Professor Weasley tells me that you need to go to Hogsmeade. You must be eager to have your own things again. And to see the village.
I've been looking forward to it.
Good. Shall we set off? I intend to give you a first-rate Hogsmeade experience.
No já to tady dneska ukončím. Tak jsme v prasinkách. To jsou prasinky. No. A zítra ještě takhle si zahraju chvilku off.
Yes, I had planned to extend an invitation to you myself. I thought you might enjoy a butterbeer in the village. The timing of Professor Weasley's owl was perfect.
Tak za zítra třeba. Čus.